Super Hexagon. Begin. Super Hexagon. Line. Square. Super Hexagon. Super Hexagon.
Oops. I should probably make it capture the game first before I switch the scene. Where is it? This one. Oh dear. What is this resolution? I can't play at this resolution. It's way too large. Can I customize this resolution? Apparently not. Alright, I'll press enter, maybe then I'll be able to customize it. Oh, wait, oh. It's a bit loud. Alright, these are the only backspace. These are the only options? Can I not change the resolution? Like, this is not going to work at this resolution. Look, it's like ginormous. Doesn't even fit properly. What is this window resolution? I'll exit the game, see if that fixes it. Off to a great start. Whatever. Still looks a bit big. Yeah, it's still ginormous. Well, I'm resizing OBS now. Oh, well that works. Oh hey! It looks way better now. Wait, no, now I'm gonna click on it and it's gonna be ginormous again. Oh. Oh, I can use my mouse for this? That's interesting. I'm not gonna use my mouse. Alright, I would like to play the first game. Also, is my mic working? It looks like it. I'm gonna do the first 2 episodes because I know what happens in the first 2 episodes, I just don't know what happens after that. Yeah. Although I really wish I could resize this window. What do I press? Enter? Oh, should I read it like I did in the visual novel game I played? Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Actually, he takes on quite a few. Or at least the first 2 that I saw. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job. I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Oh, hello, my two dogs. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. By the way, my two dogs. This part I'm not really... Like, the title says I'm blind, but I saw the first 2 chapters. So... The rest of the game, and the other 2, I'm still... I don't know what's going to be happening. Yeah, sigh. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Gimme the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh well, this is a short case compared to the second one, so... Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Also, there's an anime, which I think just reflects... Like, I think the game was based off the anime, so a lot of the stuff that happens in the games happen in the anime. Like, I only saw, like, the first episode of the anime, and, yeah, it was this case. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Great joke there. I'm guessing you haven't heard, what is it? What? I still don't know. Is the name he's referred to at the end of the thing his nickname, or... Like, because he's referred to as Larry for most of this, but at the end he's referred to as Harry, so... In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd. I don't need to read this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Yeah, I know. Just press tab. Oh, that's important. I need to know it's tab. Actually, it's listed right down here, but whatever. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock, no. Sydney Stone. The victim's name is Sydney Stone. Cindy Stone. What am I saying? Sydney Stone. What? I actually accidentally picked that the first time I played this because I read Cindy Stone, but I was like, alright, that one. It sounds close enough, and it's not right. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned. No. She was struck once by a blunt object. By a clock. Obviously. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? It was a clock. The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see the court accepts it into evidence. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence and yeah, I know. That evidence is the only ammunition, yes, I know. Yes, I know. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Oh, great. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Yes. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop it. Oh great, here we go again. Yeah, and when I meet her and... Whoa. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Heh, heh, heh. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. You can't say that. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Oh yeah? Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The murderer, of course. The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawwit to the stand. Mr. Sawwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Is there something wrong? Mr. Sawwit. He saw it. You may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Enter. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half opened behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember that time exactly. It was not 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Because there was a convenient power outage. Your Honor, at the time of the murder there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Uh-huh. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. This music, though. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Yep, the time. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab. Could you imagine someone just talking to you and just like... To go into the court record, just press tab. You'd be like, what? What are you talking about? Then point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it wasn't working. Tab. What did I want to present here? The time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Enter? How do I select it? Hold on. I wanna... How do I present it? Oh, E. I'm not... You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? That is like presenting your badge. Just be like, I'll present my badge. That's convincing evidence. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Because the clock said it. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that? Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Because he did it. Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. I can't read. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? This is the one where, he says he heard the time on the TV, but there's a blackout, so how did he hear the time on the TV? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television during the blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That doesn't matter. It's not like your cable went out. Your whole power went out. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. On a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. Electricity, the building, present. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proved it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Irk. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I can't remember what this one was. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Well, I mean, you're correct, but how do you know that? How did you know it was a clock? That must have been what I saw. You didn't see it either. You heard it. Okay. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. This is a great version of this. Okay. Alright, so it's this one. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Aw yeah, the best soundtrack. Soundtrack. Why do I always call a song a soundtrack? It's not. The best song in the soundtrack. That's what I meant to say. Wah! You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawwit. Hi, Adotica. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And why did he touch the clock? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Gah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock I heard, no, I mean, grah! Through his hair. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. I mean, it was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Overreaction. Order! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawwit heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawwit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawwit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha, ha, ha. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawwit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had it. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawwit! Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste your time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Miss? Right? Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proved why the clock was running slow. Because she was in France. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. No, not the badge. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nah. He collapsed. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Oh, they have confetti in the court. I'm sure you're not allowed to do that in the court. And with that, this court is adjourned. Now I gotta get a drink of water after this last part is done. Turns out that Frank Sawwitt was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawwitt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawwitt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Woo! I still can't believe we won! Right! Good job in there. Congratulations! Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You forgot your own battles. You forgot... What am I saying? You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Larry's still not happy. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait, no! I mean, bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Like, just calling him Harry for some reason. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. His name isn't Harry. Thanks. I really owe you one. Too bad you can't see his arm moving. This text covers the entire picture. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna just cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Take that! I like how I yelled that in his face. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Because I'll be dead in the next one! Sorry. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. Why is she calling him Harry? You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometimes. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. Which, by the way, didn't turn out very well. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Alright, I'll be right back. Gonna get a water, and then I'll start this one up, but I probably won't finish it because it's really long. Alright, I'm back with an extremely salty snack. And my water, of course. Alright. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. Ring ring. Beep. Hello. This is Maya. Oh, sorry. This is a girl. I probably shouldn't be doing a girl, a guy voice. Hello. This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How've you been? Well... Sorry, if I do a girl voice, it's going to be very cringy. So... Well, lonely, and it's all your fault! Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. Thanks, Dodica. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp, as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's... a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Whenever I hear burger in a video game, I usually think of like a really plain burger. Like just a hamburger. No cheese, no sauce, nothing, just a hamburger. I don't know why. Oh, I forgot to have my snack. My snack ASMR now. Play ominous music, or cue ominous music. This actually has no music, which is even more ominous. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Because they tapped the phone. Sorry. Spoilers. Ho ho. Sorry. Probably shouldn't read while I'm eating. Ho ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Die! Sorry. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. That's one. Why does he have purple hair and a pink? Oh, red, white, blue. Yeah, that was an important thing too. And a pink suit. Cue ominous music. Uh-oh, I'm late. Yeah, dude, you're late for the murder. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? A corpse. Blood? Also, how do you smell blood? Like, I've never smelled blood before, so I wouldn't know if it was actually that distinct of a smell. So I probably shouldn't complain about it. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I don't think I can examine anything. The door. I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check it and see. Yeah. Yeah, I go back. I don't get these key bindings, but that smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Collapses. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until, finally, she was cold. Chief! Oh, can I examine this? It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. I don't think I ever did that when I first played this. Well, I have to examine everything. You know, the examining in the other thing was like really lame. Like, you just get this thing and it would be impossible to tell if you actually examined it or not. It'll just tell you if you can examine it. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. The probability... what am I saying? She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Words written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store dated yesterday. This evidence is like so, like, you'll see at the end, I won't spoil it, but it's like so, it doesn't tell you why it's important until the very end. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I played the first 2 chapters. The rest of the game I haven't played. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. But I can examine these things. I can examine this. Alright, whatever. No, I don't want to do that. What's Q? Oh, I can move. Can I look for the evidence from here? No, probably not. Backspace. Move. Faye and Co. Lost. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I keep forgetting to untangle it. Is that better? That girl just left. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. shouldn't be getting worse. Hold on. Alright, it looks better now. Yeah, for some reason it like if the cord touches it itself, it like destroys the quality of the mic. Yeah. I don't know what I set it to be honest. I think, after my hard drive died, like, however long ago that was, like 6 months ago, I just made OBS set default settings for, like, it asked me some questions and it did everything for me. Or it could be, I said something on Twitch, but... Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya? Sorry, why did I say that with a question mark? It looks fine on my end. Hold on. That should be better, but I might not be as loud. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Yeah, I won't talk to her unless it's necessary. Also could be this button that mutes it that could be causing the problem, but... present. Before Maya died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I'd better hurry up and call the police. I don't know, can I call the police? Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming out from outside the window. It also could be my headphone wire. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Slide. Can I examine her? Can I call someone? The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Oops. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Detective Gumshoe on the case. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? I don't know why I'm giving them a southern accent. Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. Yeah. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for the visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. You look so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Huh, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of a person who did this to Maya. I don't think I read that correctly, but I know. The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Your cell phone, where is it? So you say that you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone away. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. So now I can go back. I don't know if I actually need anything other than that. Alright, I do. It's not letting me out of here yet. Wait, no, I can go to the office. Office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, I don't know you. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. That's the guy who I proved innocent. No, no, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? No, he was innocent. He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Suede Shoes. Detective Gumtree, no. Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. You're her lawyer, right, pal? You got business here, you better do it quick. Woo, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer, even though I'm not really, yet. Present this, I don't know. I was wondering, do you see Maya's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. I'll tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Irk, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Aya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. No thanks, I already heard it at the beginning of the game. Do I need to talk to you about anything? I don't think so. I'll give it back to her, actually. Here. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say. Can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Alright, now I'll ask her. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Yeah. Let's see, that morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around at 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Tell me about yourself. There's something that I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Tell me about spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte and a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go and ask him to represent me? Except he's gonna refuse though. Sorry. I'm not gonna tell you why though. That'd be too much information. It's not spoiled. Literally the next screen is just not, he's not there. Well, actually, yeah. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Quickly. Move. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer, not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Also something important. No, it's not really. Not really important. Oil paint is thick and practically giving me a stuffed nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at. I can't remember how to get him to appear. I think I have to go do something? I'll just go move around. Can I tell her they're not there? I don't know. I'll go over here and talk to this guy. Tell me about Mia. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? Hmm? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. A single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. There's also something funny that happens in court, but I won't spoil that either. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? Oh no, it's Edgeworth. I already knew Edgeworth was going to be there. The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. The names are funny in this too. Miss April May. Does she have a sister named June July? I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright, I don't think I need to ask him about Edgeworth. Oh great, this place. Well, hello there, handsome. Oh great. This character is crazy. Hi. Smooth, right. Real smooth. I love that. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee? Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. Actually, it's more like something out of an anime. It's all so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Which is you, Phoenix, right? Alright, let's try and take this thing out of the drawer, but fail to. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. Yeah, she is actually crazy. Just saying. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. I don't know what's important. Like, I don't think I can present anything to her because she just says, I'm not going to reveal any information to you. So, I'll just talk to her. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Gulp. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on! If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Tell me about yourself. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer. She's actually scary when she breaks down like Sawwit did. Oh, Mr. Lawyer. Are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Teehee. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, Teehee, you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Is there any point in asking her about this room? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Alright, so that wasn't helpful. I remember not being able to present her anything. So let's go back here. Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. that badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Suspicious. Something the matter? You came to see me, the one and only Marvin Grossberg, didn't you? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why, the strange reaction. Acha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. I thought you just said you weren't busy. What is this? Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Huh? Did you just say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Tell me about the painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Tell me about Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Can I present you stuff? Present you my badge! I think I can actually present Maya my badge. What would presenting you anything be important? I don't know of anything that would be important. Alright, where do I go now? Talk to Maya? Hiya. Hiya, Maya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy, and he was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned, then. Tell me about your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? Your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself, up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convicted my mother convinced my mother, not convicted, to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped, the police capture, was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya! I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I don't know why. I can't abandon you. no one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Ooh, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Important evidence. It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Alright, let's go. Quickly. Let's sneak into the Gatewater Hotel and steal something out of her drawer. Completely legal. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. Oh, you... yeah, I get it. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Mr. White. White. That guy. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Quickly, steal this thing out of the drawer. There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to court record. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, it's time to scram. I look forward to Sorry. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Got a tickle in my throat. Yes, I would like to save. Save here. Because I'm not making negative progress. Back. I don't know, can I escape from here? J. Thank you for watching, Dodika, and whoever would be watching this recorded thing. I will see you in the next stream or video, whichever you are watching. Good night. Or whatever time it is for you when you are watching this. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Depends on how busy I am.